Afternoon, it's 1 o'clock and I'm Christopher Loader with your latest sport headlines. We go to the Commonwealth Games first, where this morning we had another I've done this wrong. Sorry. Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock and I'm Christopher Loader with your latest sport headlines. It's been another thrilling day for Southampton Solent University student Kelly Sim. The Hampshire-based gymnast added another medal to her collection at this year's Commonwealth Games in Australia by winning a bronze medal on the balance beam. There are also medals for England in the gymnastics for Niall Wilson and Alice Kinsella. Also further English success as the English women's cricket team have won their crucial ODI match by 8 wickets against India, with thanks to some crafty bowling by Sophie Eccleston. It means the series is now tied and will be decided in a final match on Thursday. Moving on to golf, America's Patrick Reed has won his first major tournament by winning the famous green jacket at the US Masters. The world number 24 believes he can use this experience for more future major victories.
It's one of these moments that I've always dreamt about. I've always wanted to be a Masters champion, always wanted to be part of that brotherhood and that small group, and to be able to finally succeed in that, I can't wait for what it brings, and I look forward to it.
And on to football, and all eyes will be on Manchester City as they face Liverpool tomorrow in the second leg of their Champions League quarter-final. After losing to local rivals Manchester United and putting their title party on hold, Danny Mills says that Pep Guardiola's men will be looking to bounce back quickly.
It's tough. They've lost 2 games now, back-to-back. That doesn't happen to Guardiola very, very often. That doesn't happen to Manchester City. It certainly hasn't done this season. Players have now they've had yesterday to sort of recover. Today's still a recovery day and they've got to play tomorrow night.
Staying with football, and Southampton are struggling in the relegation zone after their 3-2 defeat to Arsenal. However, it was a more positive display on Sunday by the Saints, and striker Charlie Austin believes they will need more stronger performances on the pitch if they are to stay in the Premier League.
If you asked me last week when you asked me that question, then I didn't see no path, but today I definitely did. We've all got to stick together now, we've got to go to war and definitely stay in this league.
To talk more on what this result means for the Saints moving forward and why they're in this relegation battle, we are joined by our Solent sports reporter Jasper Shiner. So Jasper, where do Saints go from this result against Arsenal now?
Well, Chris, they just need to win games. They're running out of time. They're in the bottom 3. They're not cut adrift, but they're definitely on the brink. They've just won 1 game in their last 18 fixtures, and it's that sort of form that just kind of screams relegation. At the start of the season under Pellegrino, they were struggling to score goals. They've drawn 13 games. That's more than anyone else in the division. And you just happen to think that there's several results in there where if they'd just scored or a bit of different tactics, then they wouldn't be where they are. The issue now isn't that they can't score, it's that they can't keep a clean sheet. They've conceded 3 goals in their last 3 away games, and that'll be a real worry for Mark Hughes. And you look at their fixture run and it's not easy. They play Chelsea, they play champions-elect Manchester City, and you look at that second to last game for Southampton away to Swansea City, and that's a very big crucial tie. You have to ask the question, where are the points going to come from for the Saints? They're looking at the games like Bournemouth at home, Swansea away. That'll be the make and break of whether they can stay up.
And if they did go down, do you think that they could end up like Blackburn, Wigan, teams that have struggled to get back up into the Premier League?
I think Southampton are very much on the fence at the moment as to whether they will go down or not. I think they're relying on other teams to stay in the division. If they do go down, I think that they have a core squad of players like Charlie Austin, Shane Long, Stephen Davis, who all have good experience and we know can play at that level. Nathan Redmond, they have a core unit which you look at Southampton and say, yes, they should have that bounce back ability.
Well, thanks for that, Jasper. We really get an insight there of why season and where their future may lay. Moving on to Formula 1, and he's done it again. Another victory for Ferrari Sebastian Vettel, who made 2 from 2 this season by winning the Bahrain Grand Prix. British interest and defending world champion Lewis Hamilton could only finish 3rd in the race, leaving him behind Sebastian Vettel in the Drivers' Points Championship. That's all for now. Also, please stay with us this afternoon, where we'll be hearing from former jockey and racing pundit Mick Fitzgerald about where your money should go for this Saturday's Grand National. Stay with us. Our next bulletin is at 2 o'clock.